right? Just win. For all doubters, the critics, all the people that have been saying things about you, or at least the perception that they might be saying things about you, just win. That's exactly what Nike's Super Bowl commercial was all about. Did you happen to catch it? The Super Bowl commercial that highlighted a lot of the athletes that we've been seeing on the main stage lately. Caitlin Clark, the names are Caitlin Clark, and I'm actually going to pick up my weekly download because I love to read what we say in our weekly download. Caitlin Clark, um, Aja Wilson, Sabrina, uh, Sha'carri Richardson, Sophia Wilson, all of these name brand women who have been going out there and winning, crushing what everyone has been saying about women in sports. And that just has me so fired up. I mean, I just love the idea that what Nike has always stood for this idea of just do it, right? Just go out there, just go do what it is that you believe that you've been called to do. And if that's not everything that we've been talking about in our Rise Advocates movement, in our Rise with Diana consultancy, everything that we talk about is going ahead and doing what it is that you know you are supposed to do, right? And being everything that you're supposed to be, allowing your light to be the light and not sitting there spending so much time obsessing about what it is that other people are saying about you or the perception that they have of you. So, so win. Just go out and win. And so this is just an encouraging message that I want to come to you on this Friday. I'm going to put my glasses on as y'all know, we've been doing this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for us to get into what it is that we know we got to spend time on, right? We got to spend time on this. We don't have time to be spending on these, executive orders, these policies, practices, and procedures that are shifting right now. What we got to do right now is get ourselves prepared to do what it is that we know to win. So I'm going to read to you from my weekly download because I want to read the narrative that Nike put together as an encouragement on this Friday. So the narrative of the commercial, and I'm going to read it to you from my email. It says, you can't be demanding. You can't be relentless. You can't put yourself first. So put yourself first. Okay, so get where I'm going here. And I'm just going to give a little sidebar to this commercial. And then I want you to watch the commercial. What Nike did was it put all of the narratives that either you perceive others are saying about you or what you're saying about yourself. So I'm going to start over and I'm going to read it to you. You can't be demanding. You can't be relentless. You can't put yourself first. So put yourself first, right? You can't be competent. So be competent. You can't be challenging. So challenge. You can't be dominant. So dominate. You can't flex. So flex. You can't fill a stadium. So fill that stadium. You can't be emotional. So be emotional. You can't take credit. You can't speak up. You can't be so ambitious, break records. You can't have any fun. You can't make demands. You can't be proud. You can't keep score. You can't stand out. Whatever you do, you can't win. So win, right? Come on, if that did not give you chills. Did that not give you goosebumps? If it didn't, then you are so asleep. You are too far underneath the mound of impossibility. You have bought into the narrative that you can't. You've been drinking the Kool Aid of despair. I want you to get out from underneath that. I want you to win. I want you to understand that you have to play full out. You only have one life. Memento mori, which is Latin for remember, you will die. Says that what are you waiting for to live? What is it that's holding you back? And this is exactly what we need to be talking about right now. And you have to understand that you have the power within you to do what it is. It's all a choice. And it actually goes back down to whatever that you keep believing, what you keep repeating in your mind over and over and over again. And I want to be around winners. I want to be around people who believe in overcoming deep obstacles, who have this mindset that no matter what I see on the outside, I can achieve something completely different. And with that type of energy, with that type of focus, that type of relentless belief, who couldn't conquer whatever it is that they want and could conquer? So so I really want you to ask yourself, how many times has someone told you you can't or shouldn't do something? How many times you can't do something? All right. And I want to make this highly personal because I remember when I entered into corporate America, I remember people that looked like me, not a lot, but I had people who wanted to give me some sage advice. They said, "You know, I want to pull you aside. I see that you're pretty energized. You seem like you're a type person who's just going to get out there and do it." But a couple things that I remember them telling to me, and from their viewpoint and from their lens, they were trying to keep me safe. And I'll say thank you, but I completely dismissed everything they said. They said, well, when you're in corporate America, you have to kind of like blend in, right? Don't make waves. Don't talk about what it is you believe. Keep your personal life personal and your professional life professional. Don't talk about what makes you sad. Don't talk about what makes you happy. Just keep it pretty high level and you'll be good here. And I looked at those people, and these are people who look like me, Black women, Black men. They were trying to keep me safe. They were trying to keep me from, losing a job or whatnot. And I thought, why would I want to even do that? That's like sleepwalking through life. That completely is not even me. And so I would also get these narrative, oh, she just has a lot of energy, Diana, and all of those kinds of things. And every time I would think about that, and even as I sit here today, I've had even my own family who've done that to me. Well, there she goes. That's her doing her thing, right? Well, I couldn't take that personal. I could just take that as they're not me. And that's not the way that I'm going to work. I want to be alive. So guess what? I'm going to win. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to go be Diana times 100. I'm going to be her with all the energy, with all of the unconventional things, because that's the way I've always lived my life. And that's what makes me understand that the doubters, the naysayers, and the critics, they're going to keep saying what they have to say. I'm going to continue to be me and I'm going to win. And this is what I know I'm perfectly positioned to share this with you, because whether you believe you're right or whether you believe you're wrong, you're right. And that is all based on whatever it is you believe. So I want to read this to you. And I want to, because I love the writing that our copywriter Yanaya has for our community. She says, if these athletes that we mentioned before that Nike was highlighting, if these female athletes would have just listened to the opinions of others, followed the norm, and acted according to what they said, we would not be seeing the power shift you felt when you watched the ad, right? And the same thing goes for you, right? So, my story of people telling me just follow this way, look this way, dress this way, act this way, that's not closing any gender equity gaps, right? And all of the things that you say, well, women are so oppressed, we're so marginalized, we don't do this. And that's because someone says you're so emotional. And you're like, well, why would they say I'm so emotional? Just be emotional. Don't excuse it. Just be it. If that's what you want to be, just be it. But don't excuse it. Don't apologize it. Don't dim it down. Don't act like you didn't say that. Just be it. And this is exactly what the message is for you, because Here in our community, we're about game changers. We want to shift the narrative within our community. So we want women who we want women who already understand that they've had a lot of success. They want to make a big impact in the world. They understand that everything comes from within. There's not another degree, not another book they need to write, not another award that they need. They believe that they have everything within them to do their great work. And the reason why is because this is coming from inside of them, this belief, and they want to do more, right? But sometimes, yeah, these naysayers, the doubters, and the critics sometimes get in their head, but they want to be around people like me. They want to be around people like you. These are corporate women who I know just fell into this idea, right? It's like corporate America just kind of like sucks you right into just go do your job. Like their eyes are swirling like this and they're walking around looking like robots. Like, wake up, wake up. We need you to win. And you can win in your own life. And that's the reason why we've developed the Rise Advocates Academy. We developed the Rise Advocates Academy to help you understand that you have a purpose, that you can be relentless, you can be fearless, you can persevere, you can rise above an executive order, you can rise above a title change, you can rise above individuals who seemingly feel like they have power over you and they don't. You have power over yourself, and you have to believe that. The problem typically, quoting Jack Black from the Pirates of the Caribbean that my girlfriend McKenna Wrights likes to quote all the time. The problem isn't the problem. The problem is how you see the problem. And I am a witness to that of my 56 years of life. Every single time, which even recently, I was going through this whole idea of, oh my gosh, I'm focusing on what's not happening as opposed to focusing on what is possible. And there's a big difference. So I just want to share this message of encouragement with you today. I hope that you can take this video. I hope that you can share it with someone who needs to hear something positive about winning, to overcoming doubters, naysayers, and critics. Whatever they say that you are, or whatever they're saying you can't do, you just do it. You do it naturally, not because, oh, I'll show you. It's because you just do it. Because anytime you're internally trying to fight an opposition, you are going to become the opposition. Trust me, trust me. You need to be able to stand firm in your belief, not because you're trying to fight something else. It's too much energy that you would have to put out. So if this is something that you believe in, this is something that you excites you, then first I'm going to put a link for you to get this weekly information. You need stuff like this feeding you every single day. And so what we're grateful for is that every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we put out this information. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, actually, that's at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m., we go live here. Wouldn't it be great for us to be able to talk to one another? And then you get to come into our community, because that's where we are spending time encouraging one another and doing great things. All right. So this is what I want to share with you today. First, I'm going to give you a link for you to be able to join our email list. And then I want to give you a link for you to consider the Rise Advocates Academy. And we look forward to hearing more of you. We'll be right back here on this channel on Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, go win. So win. See you next time.